Hello, everyone. Well, I'm recording a video after a long time, so bear with my rustiness, if any, that you notice. Well, today I have Shahjahan Jewel, the founder of WP Manage Ninja, a team behind popular plugins like Ninja Tables and hugely popular FluentForms. Now they are extending the Fluent family and launching a new plugin that I think would be the biggest in their portfolio in coming weeks or months. The plugin, the new thing is called Fluent CRM, which is a CRM solution self-hosted on a WordPress website. So what's this Fluent CRM all about? Let's hear from the creator himself. So let's welcome Joel on the show and get started. Hi, Joel. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
So a lot of hard work in getting this done and finally launch it.
Yeah. So yeah, basically we are working with the Fluent CRM for last I think 1 year, more than 1 year, and we are using Fluent CRM in our own site, wmanageninja.com for last 6 months.
Mm-hmm. So on your main site, the one that people use to buy plugins for, so you're already using this plugin on that site to manage all the customer emails and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we are using. So basically, last 1 year ago, we needed to build the plugin for ourselves to manage all our email marketing and target our audiences, get the data about those customers actually. So basically, the problem we had actually that when I say I want to know about you, like how many form submission you did, how many product you purchased, okay, and when you registered, if I want, or when you actually last clicked our link, which link you clicked actually. So those type of metrics is all in our WordPress site, but it's not central. Then we thought that maybe we can build something so we can access all the metrics that we already have about a customer and show in a page. So the first version was like just like this, just a admin page, a form. I can give select a user and see all the details of the user customer. Then we thought that okay, this is very useful. This is saving lots of our time because knowing a customer took us like 3 or 4 minutes to go to the email inbox, then purchase history, support ticket, forms, all the places. So it will be very easy for us if we can build that. So yeah, that was the first version. Then we thought, okay, why not sending targeted emails to say just for FluentForms user or just for Ninja Tables users. So then we start thinking about this product, and finally we build this as a whole CRM.
So you were solving your own problem, and now you're going to solve other people's problem by offering it. Now, kind of curious, like you've been using it in your own, company and on a live website, which handles a lot of transactions and email stuff, because again, you've got a lot of customers, paying customers for other products. So obviously there's a risk, but then again, you got to put it in a development mode to production mode to see if it works or not. Now, prior to, even thinking of Fluent CRM, which CRM were you using? I'm sure it was some other off-hosted service that you were using.
Okay, so basically we tried Mailchimp. So Mailchimp is actually great, and it's really good. Mailchimp is good. The problem with the Mailchimp actually we have to push all the data from our WordPress, and also it's a bit pricey, but does not matter for most of the businesses, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is actually we cannot give the target or targeted campaign when we want. Like I want to send an email sequence when you purchase a FluentForms or Ninja Table, and that integration is not built in with Mailchimp or any other SaaS because it's a very separate thing. Because it's a separate server, I have to I have to do lots of custom code to push the data to Mailchimp or Active Campaign and run those things over their API. And we thought that okay, this is hard for us to integrate another CRM. and if we can do this in WordPress, then we can use lots of other features of WordPress and integrate that. So that's the main idea. And when you search for to get something like this within the WordPress, we could not find that. So we had Jetpack CRM in that. I think that
Hmm.
time they were called like geo-based CRM, but we tried that too and see if we could solve the problem for us that we are facing. And to be honest, I could not find that useful for us. I'm sure the many people got that useful for their business. That's
Hmm.
fine. But then we could not find any plugin that we can automate our full email marketing and managing our customers and segments. So yeah, we build that.
So even I am your customer in terms of Ninja Forms and Fluent Forms. So my data is with you in terms of email, and you send regular emails because I receive them. So everything that you are doing with email marketing in terms of handling, paid customers is done by Fluent Forms on your main WP Ninja website, right? Uh,
So we don't use any external services for our website. We only use the Fluent service for all our marketing purposes, and we use Amazon AWS ACS to send the
Yeah,
emails.
that was
So
my next question because email deliverability is a big question mark when it
yeah,
comes to email marketing. So you hook up Amazon SES with your Fluent CRM and then use it for email delivery, right?
yeah, exactly. So basically, we made that up to user. So what email service they will use, like they can use Mailgun or SendGrid, or personally I prefer Amazon ACS. Uh, so I use Amazon ACS. So yeah, that's it. So it's up to the the user that what service they will use for the email delivery service.
Yeah, because before this recording, I was actually playing with Fluent CRM and I was checking the free version. Again, you are following the same model as with other plugins. The main base version or the base plugin is free, and what you pay for is additional add ons. But what surprised me was, which I just shared with you before the call, like your Fluent CRM, the main free version plugin, the base plugin is quite handy. Like it has lots of features. Like you can do basic email marketing without even paying for it, right?
Exactly. That's the plan because yeah. So all our actually features, every module is available in free version. The difference between the pro and free is like the integration. And like if you want to build an advanced funnel, you need our the pro version. Or if you want to send the sequential email, you need the pro version. Also for the analytics, same thing. The analytics in the free version, you will get less analytics from your email sending data. But with pro version, you will get more in-depth analytics. Also,
Yeah,
we can do yeah. If you
because free version is not that basic. You can still make multiple email lists. You can still do, I think, tagging
yeah,
within the free version. So it's not that simple, right?
exactly. It's
I
not
guess.
actually simple. I would say that if you compare with all the available other free pro version of the free or free version CRM plugins in WordPress, I
Mhm.
I if you benchmark that, I would say that Frame CRM will have the at the very top in terms of features that available in the free versions.
So free version, you can do the basic email marketing. So if you want to do drip emails and funnels and all that, just pay for it and upgrade to pro, and it will just work like it was working as a free. It's just you adding another pro add-on to it, right?
Exactly. And another model we choose actually that other plugins like Jetpack or other plugins, they actually you know build add-ons for each integration. So if you want to integrate WooCommerce, then you have to install the WooCommerce tool. And then if you want to use a Lifter LMS, you have to install Lifter LMS add-on. And the good, list goes, yes. So if you go to the Jetpack website, you will get they have like 30 or 40 add-ons.
Yeah.
And I think that I personally I don't like that model because for the basic features like just get the WooCommerce integration, you have to upload two plugins. for on for funnel, on for then the say dynamic segment. Okay, and that is not, I think, good way to do business in my personal opinion actually. So what we did actually, that all the integrations are packed in on a for pro. So you have to just manage on add-on, and those codes will not run until you install the plugin. So we have both EDD and WooCommerce. Also for the LMS market, we have LearnDash as well as Lifter elements.
Mhm.
So those function will not run if you don't have the LearnDash or Lifter elements, but you don't have to manage tons of add-ons. So that we did smartly, very smartly. That you have to just manage on pro add-on. That's it.
Because I was actually checking the beta version release, and so there's one FluentForms CRM that is free plugin, right? And I was checking that there's an email
And
campaign
yeah,
pro add-on, right? So when you install
yeah,
that and activate that, you get access to funnels, and you also get access to integrations as well. Like it's all bundled into
yeah.
one.
On bundle into one, so you will get everything that we have in the pro version, just on add-on. That's it. You have to manage this add-on.
So it will have funnels, it will have sequences, it will have integrations. Anything that I
Yeah,
missed here?
you'll have dynamic segments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
Yeah,
I believe you were also integrating with other integrational tools like WP Fusion and all that stuff.
yeah. So W Fusion, the integration about the W Fusion actually. So we send a beta to W Fusion actually, and they tested it, and they were interested to get make the integration. So we helped them to to keep the API, to keep the sample code, and finally they actually launched before we launched our CRM. So it's basically, and all the functions with W fusions will work out of the box. The integration is good, and also I think the uncanny automator, as well as I think WP automator. There is, I think, another plugin for automation. They are also contacted with us, and they started working. I think in next 2 weeks they will integrate with us.
And one question you will get a lot, I'm sure you're already getting that question, is what if I want to use this whole CRM setup on a separate WordPress install on a subdomain? Can I make it talk to my main domain? Is it possible as of now, or is it there in your maybe roadmap down the line? How does that work?
So yeah, basically depends on how you want to use the CRM. Okay,
Okay.
so say you have a subdomain and you want to just send say weekly email, or you want to send a promotional email to and drive traffic to your main site,
Hmm.
then you can easily do that. But the I think, and also you can connect your the main site. We have built-in webhook integration, so you can actually push data from anywhere using the webhook. So you can use Zapier, or if you use FluentForms and send data to your CRM, you can easily do that because Fluent Form has already webhook integration.
Yeah,
So yeah, you do that. The I
I'll
think the
I'll pause
features
you a
will
little
release
because people would be a little confused on how to make forms, because that is the main concern when they want to make your sign up forms. And guess what? That's also free in this Fluent CRM. Like
yeah.
I just played around, and I know like when you want to create a form, you will just it will prompt you to install the Fluent Forms free plugin, and you can make your normal forms, even custom field forms, easily with Fluent Forms without paying anything extra for that. And FluentForms obviously is a solid in itself. So just that's just general information. Now coming back to subdomain and the main domain. For example, I have FluentForm installed on my main site, right? And I have a CRM set up on my subdomain. Now if someone submits
Okay.
his name and email address in the FluentForm on the main site, how do I push that data to my subdomain where I have my CRM set up?
Okay. So you will just need to create a form in FluentForms and
Mhm.
then set up a webhook, send the data to your subdomain. That's it. So it's that easy. So you can easily send the data, and it will
I'm yet to
record. And
play with
also,
that. Seriously,
yeah,
is it
you
that
have to
easy?
play with that. Yeah, so I think we will have documentation for that.
Okay.
So definitely you can take a look later.
So
And the feature you will will miss actually that if you use in subdomain, then I think only the I funnel will not work like we built. Okay, so funnel is something very dynamic, integrated to your site. Like when someone purchases a product, you want to send certain tasks, like
yeah,
send
I
an
get
welcome
that.
email. Yeah,
Yeah, but a lot of people who runs LMS courses and all that stuff, they do it on subdomain and not on the main domain. For them, it would be like godsend. Like they can capture the data, main data from their main website and process all the data on the subdomain, but also have their LMS or any lifter or learn dash itself on the subdomain. Like they have my.xyz.com as their private
yeah.
login for
Then it
VIP
will work.
members. Yeah, then
Yeah,
it will
then
work.
it will work because we have like lifter LMS integrations. Like when someone actually enroll a course, then I want to do this task. So you can do that. So in that case, it will work.
So coming to the pro add-on things, like you can do funnels, you can do sequences, you will have integrations. What next are you planning? Like I'm sure you have yet to launch the plugin, so it would be probably be launched by the time this video comes out. But I'm sure you already have the roadmap and all the requests going on, like add this. So do you have anything concrete or solidified on the horizon that I'm going to add this in coming, say, months?
Okay, so I can't disclose the in details plan of the CRM
Mm-hmm.
because it's a very long-term plan we have,
Mm-hmm.
and we will not have a very open roadmap like we had in FluentForms. So but I can give you an idea.
Mm-hmm.
The idea actually about the Fluent CRM actually to let people run their small business or mid-sized business into just one dashboard. So like we have planned to release a add-on like for invoicing or quotation or proposals. So you don't have to, if you are an agency, if you want to send an invoice to your customer, you don't have to go to another dashboard to manage that. So we will integrate that.
So.
Also, we will make an add-on for the customer portal.
Mm-hmm.
So your customer can log in there and they can see their information, like they can see all their invoices and they can pay from that, like that. So we have that in mind. So give a better experience for the business owner as well as for their customer.
So you're starting off with main focus on
Yeah,
email marketing, but you're going to add all the main components of CRM, slowly down the line and make it
exactly.
more fuller system, right?
And that's why we are calling it as CRM, not like marketing automation tool like that. But we started starting with the email marketing, and obviously we'll go further with those other components of the CRM. So it will be I think in 1 or 2 years it will be a full-fledged CRM.
Okay. And another question that you would often get, or probably already getting it. Hey, I'm going to install CRM on my WordPress. It's going to slow my site down. I'm going to need an expensive WordPress hosting. Again, this question also comes when people say about WooCommerce, because WooCommerce also drags your server down a big way, but still people use it because hey, it's the best out there to sell, right? So how would you counter that? Because before you answer it, I can tell you, I had your CRM plugin installed on a very crappy hosting on my dev install, and it worked really fast. And I was like, it's very fast. What's the secret behind it? So how do you quell that fear? It's going to slow my site, it's going to take a lot of resources, etc., etc.
So yeah, so here is the story about it. So we learned from WooCommerce, we learned from easy digital downloads. If you remember that few years ago, I think Liquid Web made an add-on for WooCommerce to separate their database from the post and post meta. And I think that add-on was good, but it did not go well because WooCommerce later changed many things, and they could not I think continue that. So we learned from that experience. So WooCommerce is great, I think the main mistake of WooCommerce when they started the project, and they actually acknowledged that, and they tried to fix in the later versions on that they stored all the data in WordPress tables. Like they stored your order data, your customer data, and like download logs, everything into WordPress post table and post meta table. And post meta table is not intended to use for that scenario. So what we did actually here that we did not use any of the customer data or any field data into WordPress tables. So when you install the plugin, actually in the backend, it will actually create a set of tables that is required for run the CRM, and then we query those tables to show you the data and do the operations. So that's why it is so fast. And another trick we did actually, that is we version 2 currently, and that's the latest version. And when we actually load our CRM on page, that will load only on time.
Okay.
And the whole journey, whatever you do into the CRM, it will never reload the page when you see a. So it will be just like instant. I think you already experienced that. It's like a new experience, like desktop app. You will just click, it will just show you the data, or you can do operations, those type of things.
Yeah, it
And
did load
also
very quickly.
from the very first, we were very careful about, because we are building the plugin for the small businesses or mid-sized businesses, and we, so every class or every line of code we wrote, we made sure that it will work like in HostGator too. Okay. So so very basic. So like we tested the site, even tested in first, we purchased a HostGator plan, very lowest plan, and we installed that. We wanted to see if it can handle like say 10,000 or 20,000 contacts, or if it can send like 20,000 emails or not. So yeah, so we
So
were
did it
very
work?
careful about it.
So did it work?
Yeah, it worked. It worked. And another thing actually, that it only runs when you go to the admin panel. So all the actually screens are in admin panel. That's the on screen. So it never actually run in your front end. So when people visit your site, it does not run actually. So it does not add a 1 kilobyte of extra in your site.
Yeah, because the bottom line is your plugin respects your database and not messes up with the database. Because one thing I really liked about your plugin is that it also gave options to clean up your database if you don't want to use Fluent CRM down the line, because there's so many plugins that do not give this option, and an average user thinks when he deletes a plugin, everything is deleted, but it's not. Because a lot of people, an average WordPress user, he or she will just install plugins to try it and then delete it, thinking that, oh, I've cleaned it up. But guess what? In the back end, the database is becoming bigger and bigger.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can always actually, if you want to move with another solution, another thing, you can. We will have the export feature definitely, and then you can just clean up the data, and it will remove everything. That's it. So you are not locked into the system. If you start using it, you are not locked. We don't want to pressure is that you must have to use your plugin. I mean, if it can solve your problem, it can add value to your business, you should use it. I mean, for any tool, this is true.
Okay, cool. So I will not talk about pricing and all that stuff, because again, it's not launched at the time we are recording this. So by that, there will be links somewhere down this video. People can go there and see the pricing and all that stuff later. Now, the last question, like, who is the target audience for this kind of a solution in the WordPress ecosystem? Because I already have an idea where I'm going to use it, but that's a secret roadmap for myself. Like, I'm not going to share it on video, but just like you build this product and now you want to target, like, even with your other plugins, like Forms plugin, I see they are used even by, besides agency owners, they also used by individual freelancers, because hey, it works, right? So have you thought of any target audience, like, I'm going to target this audience for this product of mine?
Okay, so I think the audience will be like mostly the small businesses, like you have a online shop, you have certain products that you're selling, or you are selling a course that you want to manage your customers, target your audience, and say send specific email based on the tags list, those type of things. I think those will be our main customer segment. Okay. And yeah, so kind of if we have anything to sell, then FluentCRM can help you with that and increase the conversion rate. Uh, that is, I think, one. Yeah. Another is actually, I think, like independent bloggers or affiliate marketers, those type of people. They can actually, increase their leads or contacts, subscribers, and then they can promote their favorite products or good tools, send emails. Yeah, like I think your use case will be to add to use in W3. So yeah, you can use that, and yeah, that is I think the primary use case for our plugin.
Yeah, honestly speaking, like I have for various sites, I have different email setups just to, not just to test, but also to see which one works. Again, there's no setup that's best, right? So for different websites, you got to adjust accordingly. Like for my own sites, I've used MailerLite, Mailchimp, ActiveCampaign. I have clients who manage their stuff on ActiveCampaign, and they would not move to Mailchimp because ActiveCampaign gives them the power, the real power, because most users don't use that power, but those people are actually using that power of, integration and triggering those things. So again, this plugin solves a lot of problems. It's like a mix of Mailchimp plus ConvertKit plus ActiveCampaign. It will soon become even go beyond that when you add other stuff like invoices and all that stuff that you're talking, like that would be more of a CRM components rather than, as of now we are just talking about email marketing, right? So then it will become more of a holistic solution. So before we wrap this up, like is there anything in your heart, oh, I should have added this feature, but again, I don't have time, I'm have to launch it? So did you miss on something that you wanted to add but will add down the line?
Yeah, definitely. So I can say that I tried ActiveCampaign, and ActiveCampaign did a amazing job with their funnel builder, and I really love it. And when you actually use FluentCRM's funnel builder, you will see that we actually kind of inspired by their UI. To be honest, and I can disclose this.
No
The
harm,
credit
no
should
harm,
goes to their.
as long as better than them
Yeah,
theirs.
exactly. So, we are kind of inspired by them. And one thing they have is very powerful, I think, and best in the market still, that is you can create path of your funnel. Like if this user have this tag, I want to create path of the funnel. And if this user have this, I want to create this path of the funnel. So that is very, very powerful. And I wish we had more time to implement that type of funnel. But that's in our mind with the funnel builder, that we will definitely
It's
want to
coming.
implement that. I really love that what ActiveCamp did with that funnel builder. And yeah, that is kind of my personal wish list,
Mhm.
that we will definitely build something like that and give the power to the users to to do amazing funnel and increase their sales or conversion rate.
So I can safely say that feature is coming, if not now, maybe 3 4 months down the line. So
Yeah, yeah.
okay, so lastly, now you've got 2 3 minutes to pitch your product.
Okay.
How would you sell your product to people who are listening this?
Okay. So yeah, that's hard, I think, but I will say that the reason we are offering these sales actually get some real users. So if you follow Fluent Forms, actually,
Mhm.
we work. We are a very customer centric company, and we work with the customers to see how they are using, what features they need, and then work with them and solve the problem and ship that. Like in last 1 year, I think we did like 20 release of FluentForms, and
Mm-hmm.
each release had like significant amount of new features, and all those features actually came from our users. So in for the Fluent CRM, we are actually going to do the same thing with Fluent CRM. So we want to actually get some users, power users or users who will use this tool to their business and give us the insight what problem they are facing or how we can solve those problems. So basically we want to do that. So if you purchase the plugin and use that plugin, then that means that we are working together, kind of we will work for you to implement the features that you will request, actually the users will request. Yeah, so that's it, and that's the reason we are actually giving this crazy pricing. I think our the one-time price will be less than the price of a yearly pricing. So this will be crazy, and that's the reason we are give that. So we want to acquire users, even making not making lots of money. And other thing I want to actually disclose that is we actually, so last 1 year we had 5 developers in our team, and our kind of total cost was nearly 100K USD,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 that was in our budget last 1 year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we already, our company is very profitable currently, our overall W management company, and we are ready to invest more into this product because I believe personally that this will be a very biggest portfolio in our company.
Now that you said that your company is profitable, come on, GoDaddy is coming to buy your company.
Yeah, we don't have any plan to sell our any of our plugin or product. Actually, we don't
Yeah,
have
because
that.
I understand,
We,
because yours is not like a commercial shop. It's like more of a passion thing that you are doing, and obviously
exactly.
it's making you money and running the houses of your team members. But it's more of a your heart into it rather than just for money. So I get it. And one
Exactly.
thing I forgot to mention that you told me, and I also noticed that you're also launching another free plugin called Fluent SMTP plugin, right? Basically, that would be a
Yeah.
companion plugin for this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So that will be the 20 SMTP. So basically, when you actually, if you use Amazon ACS, you can use. I think we use currently we are using Offload ACS by I think uh, a company, good company. Also, people use WP SMTP or Post SMTP. Those are really good, but we wanted to create a SMTP plugin that can handle multiple connection that we did not get that from any plugin. Like so like we will manage all our sales from wmanager.com, but we will have the declared branding website for fluentcrm.com.
Yeah.
So I want to send all the Fluent CRM related emails from the fluentcrm.com domain. That we cannot do that right now because we don't have any plugin in the market to manage multiple connections. So basically, we are building a plugin for that, and we will open source it. Our customers can use that plugin, and as well as it will give us better you know better compatibility with send delivering the emails.
Yeah,
So I think
and
that plugin is
and
good.
better integration with Fluent CRM as well. Like you can control things. Like if something breaks, at least you can update the SMTP plugin and all that. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. So, in case you're interested in Fluent CRM, I think the best way is go into your WordPress dashboard, type in Fluent CRM on your plugin screen, install the free plugin, and you will get all the, because the free version has all the functionality basically for email marketing. So you will, and again, if you want to purchase it, there would be link to the website close to the video, and you might even get to see a video of me setting up Fluent CRM, because I've been playing with it for last almost month or maybe more than month, because you've been sharing the better release, the things that you're changing, and I've seen it has changed a lot since first time I saw Fluent CRM screenshots, not even a plugin, right? So Again, best of luck, and thank you so much for your time. And I hope this plugin hits the right note, and no one comes to acquire you, and you remain independent.
I hope so. We are not, marketer. We are all developers here.
Okay, thank you, Joel. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.